Hi.
Hello? Can you see
Hel-
me?
What?
Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay, I can't see you. It's okay. How are you?
Fine. Why you can see me?
There is a delay. It's loading still. I hope it will load soon. Let me check. There we go. It's coming. It's very
Oh,
slow today.
the important is the audio.
I can hear you.
The important is the audio.
The audio, exactly, yes. This is the first time we are meeting. What is your name?
Gustav.
Good stuff. Nice to meet you. My name is Megan. Now I can see you. Where are you from?
I am from Chile.
Chile. Oh, awesome. What city do you live in?
What?
What city? Like
Oh,
Santiago or
no,
small?
Temuco.
Is a small town or a
Not
big
so
city?
small. Not so small, but small.
Okay. What is the name again?
Temuco.
Chemuco. Okay. And are you from Chemuco originally? Your family is from Chemuco?
Yeah, the south of Chile.
Okay. Is it a
My
good
father
place?
is my father is a preacher.
Okay. And is
So
it
he
a
moved through the south of Chile along his life. So I lived in the south of Chile all my life.
okay? That's nice. I mean, do you like it?
Yes,
It's a good place to live.
I live in a good place. Yes,
Okay, that's important. If you are
some
happy in your
some some earthquakes.
oh really?
Yes. Do you know that Chile has a lot of earthquakes?
No, I didn't know. Is it bad? Bad earthquakes?
Yes, but
And are you safe? Like, is your house safe and your
no, it's not safe. For example, the other day, an earthquake occurred. Occurred is okay.
it's correct, yes?
Occurred, and all the building moved.
Mm. What is the strength? What is the power of the earthquake?
7 points.
Oh wow, that's quite strong.
Yeah, we are used to that in this country.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy for me because I live in South Africa, and in South Africa, we have no earthquakes, no tsunamis, no hurricanes, no terrible disasters in my country. Um, it's very scary for you to live with earthquakes. How often do you have earthquakes?
All the time.
So it's very common.
Very common. How to say when a small earthquake? How to call
Small
it?
earthquakes are common. Like a tremor, like a small earthquake,
Yes,
like a tremor or a small earthquake, maybe.
yes, tremor. Can
Mm,
you write it?
sure. Like that.
Yeah, tremor. It's
I think this.
like, do you know Spanish?
Sorry, say again.
Do you know Spanish?
No. I know a little Italian, and Italian is similar to Spanish.
Do you know
You can
what?
write Spanish.
Do you know what a temblor is?
No. You can write. You can write it.
Yes,
Slight earthquake, yeah, tremor. Tremor. It's correct. Yes. Translation is correct. Yeah. In
mm.
English, we say tremor. It's like a small shake, small earthquake.
Yes, all the time.
When you say all the time, it's like every day or maybe once a week, like once a month, or
Uh, the how to say telluric movements.
you can write as well. We can use translate with can
I
be. It's very easy.
will I will write in the translator
Translate.
and say telluric.
Right. Maybe I don't know this word in English because it's not common in my vocabulary.
Telluric.
Telluric. I will check. Telluric.
The telluric.
Excuse me. Telluric of the Earth as a planet of the soil. Okay, what is your sentence? You say it's telluric, meaning it's common.
The telluric movements are unexpected.
Okay, so very
You cannot
random.
yeah, very random.
Okay, that's very interesting. And now, do you have special construction, special building, special safety procedures that you need to know for these earthquakes?
Yes, the buildings are constructed by the telluric politic, the
Okay.
stadiums, the all the buildings, all the new buildings.
So everything has to be constructed specifically to withstand these earthquakes, to take the earthquake and not be damaged in the earthquake.
Yes,
When the previous earthquake, you said it was a seven points. Was there a lot of damage in your city, or not so much?
the I will search the word again because I don't know English.
No problem.
The pipes of my building received damage. So
Okay.
my neighbor below uh, began to get wet water.
Inside his house.
Yes, he is flat.
Oh my gosh! So you say like the pipe was leaking, like that. The pipes were leaking because of the damage.
Yes,
Uh,
pipes were leaking because of the damage. Yes.
But only your neighbor below. Your apartment is okay.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not so bad. And now this damage, who fixes it? Is your neighbor responsible for fixing these pipes?
Uh, I am responsible. I have to fix the problem,
Okay.
particularly.
So if it's your pipes, it's your problem.
Yes, because I am dripping.
Dripping, like water dripping.
I am dripping water, so I have to fix the problem.
Okay. And in the city, is there more damage in the city?
I don't know because it was famous some earthquake long ago, years ago in Chile. It appeared in the news. Maybe you don't see the news.
Maybe not. Um,
Do you watch? Do you watch TV news?
Normally, no. If there is one big world problem like COVID, or maybe world like the war, Ukraine war or like that, then I watch a little. But generally, no, I don't watch the news.
You you maybe get the news by social media.
Sometimes, yes.
Mm.
When
Maybe
when was the earthquake? What year?
I don't remember. Maybe 2021.
Okay, recently. Oh, okay. And there was a lot of damage.
Yes,
Mm,
it was a catastrophe,
mm. And now
but
is
it's not so.
sorry.
It's not so problematic because the the government and the international uh, organizations uh, occupies about the problem.
Okay. So they helped to fix the problem and helped to fix the damage and search and rescue and things like that.
Mm? Yes,
Mm. I remember it was the same in Istanbul. I think maybe last year, 2023. I think there was a big earthquake. I don't know if you saw in Istanbul, in Turkey,
I don't watch the
and
news either.
me too. But I have so many students from Istanbul, from Turkey, and of course I spoke to some students, and they said that the earthquake was terrible and there was a lot of damage, and actually a lot of organizations and a lot of people from many different countries, they came to Turkey to help, to search and rescue, to find people, to find to move things, to fix things, to help with emergencies. So it was probably the same in Chile. Um, when there's a big catastrophe around the world, then the world tries to come together and help each other.
That's the beautiful of this world
Mm, it is. There is so
because
many. So, yeah.
because there are some good in this world.
Yeah. it's difficult because every day, especially on the news, every day you see negativity, you see negative stories, you see bad things, you see catastrophes, and then sometimes you see a terrible thing like an earthquake, and then you see, wow, actually there is so much good. But unfortunately, I think the news, they like to put the negative stories first. I think the negative stories, people are shocked and they watch very closely. For example, like war, you have to watch because you have to see what is going on, what is happening. Will it affect us? Will it change? Will it get better? Will it get worse? So, like war and COVID, it was all over the news. So we always see the negative, but actually, there is so much positive in the world. But it's just, it's there quietly. It's not the first thing you see on the news, which is sad because I don't like to watch the news because every day the news is negative, negative, bad, this problem, this bad economy, this terrible thing, and it's difficult to watch. But when you speak to people and when you see some things and you see some good things, it makes you feel relaxed because you know that in the world there is good things.
Yes, I remember that in the Lord of the Rings, when Sam told Frodo, we have to fight because there is some good in this world.
It's true. Yeah.
And
You have to look for the good, unfortunately, but it is there. There is good in the world. It's just not the first thing you see on the news, unfortunately.
the issue with South Africa, I have heard, is the separation of the people.
The different colors, black and white.
And black, mixed, mestizo, and white.
Mm. South Africa has a very interesting history. Now, in 2024, South Africa is free and we are a republic and equal rights between black and white and Indian and Chinese and all different races. But when we were a British colony many years ago, and so there was separation between the blacks and the whites. And then in 1990-ish, that time, there was a big, like a civil war, basically, almost a freedom fight in the country. And 1992, we had our first elections, government elections, free for everyone to vote. Everyone is equal, and so 1992 was a big change for us. So, yeah, 30 years we have been a republic. We have been free. We have been mixed. Of course, we still have many problems. Now we have new problems.
It's more social.
Mm. But yeah, we have more problems now. We have bad economy. We have, some electricity problems. But we are a free country and we are mixed and everyone has equal rights. And so it's a very, I don't know. For me, it's a very. Did I say 92? Sorry, I meant 94. 1994 was the change, not 92. I was born in 92. So for me, I've lived all my life in free South Africa. So I don't understand, or I didn't experience the old South Africa with the separation. I was a baby. I didn't experience this. But if you speak to the older generations, my mom and my dad or my grandparents, you can speak to them, and they talk about the time when you had to, there was a certain area, so this is for black people, those for white people. Buses were separate, like buses for black people, buses for white people. Bathrooms were separate, white people, black people. Beaches, if you want to go to the beach, you have to go to the white beach or the black beach. Some jobs, some companies were only for white people, only for black people. It was terrible, really. It was very unfair. But for me, I lived only in the new South Africa, in the free South Africa. So I didn't experience this in the 90s and the 80s. But we have many documentaries and books, history books as well,
But
talking
it
about.
happens. It happens that, for example, the white zone of the city is rich and the other is poor.
Generally, yes. Before, yes, because the white people had better jobs. We had better opportunities. We had education. The black people had education, but no university education. And so they could not be a doctor. They could not be a lawyer. They could not be those higher jobs, higher paying jobs. So generally, your white people were paid more because they were lawyers and doctors and accountants. They had good jobs, but your black people had basic jobs, and so they were paid less money. So generally, yes, the white people were richer. You had maybe one or two black people, they had their own business or something, and they had good money, but it was very, the white people did earn more money, and the black people earned less. They had more opportunities than the black people. But now it's the opposite. Now in 2024, the black people have so many opportunities, and they have business opportunities, and they work in the government, and so they have a lot of money. Also, always, the population is very, it's not balanced. In South,
Mixed.
in South Africa, we have 80% black people and only maybe 7 or 8% white people. It's very small percent white people and very big percent black people.
Mm.
Yeah. So now it's very different. The dynamic in the country is very different. But it's 30 years. It's a long time.
I saw a documentary about a Chilean girl married with a South African guy, and she told to the journalists that she felt very shocked by the the differences between neighborhoods, and when she had to work with the black community, they were shy with her because she was looking not not black, Hispanic.
Yeah.
Because in Chile I don't look Hispanic, but in Chile people look Hispanic.
Yeah.
Majority of people. So she said that she felt that that was an issue for her.
Yeah. Because of our history, it is difficult, but also because of the percentage, 80% black people, it's a very, very big percentage. So if you are white or Asian or Hispanic, then you look different because you are the small group. You are maybe 7% or 3% of the population. You are a very small amount of the population. So the majority of the population is black. And so generally, if you are something different, you do feel a little bit strange in South Africa. You do feel a little bit like a small minority.
Do you feel a minority?
Yeah, definitely. My city is very populated with Black African people. So, especially in my city, I mean, in the whole country, yes, okay, white people are a very small percent, but especially in my city, because my city is the hometown of many, many, many Black people. So, my city is very populated with Black people. So, I feel like a very, very, very small minority in my city. Um, it's not it's not a problem. I don't feel it's a problem, but if I go, for example, if I go to the supermarket, there is 80 or 90% Black people and just a small percentage of white people in the supermarket. So I can see the minority in my city. I don't feel I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel a problem, but you can experience it, yes. When when was this documentary made? Is it very old?
No, contemporaneous.
Okay. Yeah. It's a strange situation to explain to someone outside of the country. I think for me, I don't feel it so much because I've grown up with this situation in the country, and so I have become used to it, and yeah, it's really normal for me now. But I feel like if you come from another country and you come into my country, then you sometimes find some things, you notice some things that maybe I don't notice because for me it's so normal. But like I said, yeah, everywhere we go, um, the white people are a minority. So you're always a small percentage of the population.
But they
It's the
treat you
same with.
bad?
Sorry?
Do they treat you badly?
No, no. That's why I said like you are a minority, but there's no feeling of uh, like bad treatment or anything. Really, I grew up in the New South Africa, so for me, it's completely normal to have mixed black, white, Asian, everything together, and there's no bad treatment. I'm doing my job, I'm doing my business, and you are doing your business, and we are working together. There is no difference for me. Um, sometimes yes, there is some bad treatment from white to black or from black to white. Generally, that is the same in America, it is the same in Australia, it is the same in Europe. There is always one person or two people that will fight or something. But in general, no, I feel no bad treatment. I feel no difference. It's for me, it's a normal lifestyle. There is no issues.
Mm.
Mm.
I didn't know that so low percentage of white people in South Africa.
It's a very small
Maybe
percentage.
maybe they get out of the country when the revolution occurred.
Maybe a few, but it's not a huge amount. It's always been a very small percentage. For many years, it's been a very small percentage of white people. It's always been majority black people. Um, it's why in 1994 it was able to change because actually black people were the majority and they wanted freedom. And so when they wanted freedom, they fought for freedom and they received freedom. So majority of the population has always been for blacks, but when it's a colony, the government is all white, then of course they have the rules and they make the rules, and so it was a problem many years ago. But yeah, now yes, some white people are still leaving. They're going to Europe and America, but it's
We
not
are
so many.
running. We are running out of time.
Yes, but it was so nice to meet you and to speak to you.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a good day.